はい。どうも皆さん、お疲れ様です。ヒットマン2、今回もやっていきたいと思います。今回第6回目ですね。今回のミッションはホイットルトゥンクリークアナザーライフということで、今回はですね、こちらの、ロケーションの方でやっていきたいなと思います。早速、ブリーフィングで見ていきたいと思います。
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real shattered client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field.
はい。というわけで、今回のターゲットは2人ですね。やっていこうかなと思います。今回も、前回と同じく、スーツオンリーで、いきたいと思います。とりあえずロックピックとワイヤーだけ持っていって、アイテムの持ち込みができるんですが、別にそんなに必要ではないので、これでね、今回も難易度、プロフェッショナルでいきたいと思います。というわけで、やっていきましょう。よし。まずは手がかりを見つけつつ、ノーラン・キャシディとヤヌスを始末するということで。白昼堂々、この素敵な郊外で、ミッションに挑むということで、なかなかね、難しそうなミッションです。あとね、久しぶりに、この手のちょっとね、前回の実況からちょっと間がね、収録するのにちょっと空いてしまったので、操作方法を思い出しながらやっていきたいなと。
On the surface, a picture perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47.
じゃあ行きましょう。でもこんな街中にこんな姿で歩いてたら、なんかね、怪しまれそうな感じがするけど、大丈夫なのかな。
47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel. but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck.
はーい。とりあえずまずは、なんか手がかりを見つけなくちゃいけないので、マークがついてるところですね。そこを、日程、情報を集めてみよう。
Say, you guys haven't been poking around the frog habitat behind the house, have you?
No.
Oh, okay, great. It's just that, well, I saw one of those security people from Mr. Janice's house. I'm pretty sure he was burying something back there. And
は
I just figured since you guys seem to be, working together, you might know about it.
Can't say that I do.
Someone from Janus's security detail buried something in the frog habitat behind Cassidy's house. What could that possibly be?
We uncovered Jimmy Hoffa's remains back there
あ、
someday.
不法侵入にあるんだ。なんかホースがあるんですよ。
And by a lot, I mean all of them.
I'll do my best to explain something day.
I practically own
ああ
Everyone here loves. I'll be back later. It's your chance. Change the
さ
world.
て、失礼。もういるじゃねえか。さて。うわー、なんか、いっぱいいるな、これ。しかも、ほぼ武装してるじゃん、もう。これは。監視カメラだって。それはやばいっす。失礼しました。こっち来るな。あんま大通りは避けたいとこ。隠れてるよ。あそこにターゲットが一人いるな。白昼堂々あんなパンピーがいるところでやっていいのだろうか。監視カメラか。監視カメラか。とりあえず銃が閉まって。なかなか動きが取り、あそこの監視カメラを使ったのか。よし。何を埋めたんだい？シャベルがない。シャベルを見つけないとだ。そして位置がバレた。2階からも侵入できる。
I hear you.
Am I glad to see you? I need your help.
無駄な戦闘は控えたいところだが、そうも言ってらんないな。ああ、あいつは武器何持ってんだあれ。MP5 みたいなの持ってるぞ。
What the? Hey, need some help here. Please, go get some help. Do you have info on the
よし。
Just nobody pay him any attention. Tell me himself out. Step aside. Do my job. I'll handle this. Man, you read me. In the garden. Shit. This just got serious. He was white and a red tie. There. What the hell is that?
仕方あるまい。やるしかない。さて。 いいもんを拾ったからな。有効的に使わせてもらおうか。
There's some weird shit going down, and you should go hear it.
I'll look into it.
おい、動くな。よし、いいだろう。
Oh my god. Hold on. Who's that?
Oh my god! Is there anyone who can help? Please!
やばい、戦闘状態になってしまった。まあいいだろう。全員勝たそう。
Easy, fellas. Let them run dry.
来るか
Give them all you got.
さて、はしごがある。スナイパーライフルみたいなやつ。よいしょ。よし。あとはめぼしいものはなさそうだ。ここからスナイピングもできそうだけどな。下の階。さてさてさて。屋根裏部屋で、屋根裏部屋に逃げてようかな。ちょっと落ち着くまで待つか。一人いるな。足が見えてるぞ。
Nothing here, Command. Moving on.
うん、素晴らしい。さて。よし。さてさてさて。通り抜けをしたいとこだが。やれんじゃねえ、いける。俺の射撃の腕ならいける。
Nolan Cassidy is down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
狙い通りだ。さて、あとはここから脱出しよう。
Don't let him.
おー。よし。ちょっと必要なもんだけ。ああ。素晴らしいじゃないか。
Damn it, where is he?
さて、戦闘とはこういうことだ。強いぜ、これ。よし。さて、どっからトンセラしようかな。ショベルがないんだよな。ショベルなのかシャベルなのか。よし。すいませんね。も 申し訳ない。ちょっと寝ててくれ。
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek.
よし。
James Batty, the
シャ
plaintiff,
ベルを見
wants
つけ
Janus
な
to
いと
stop
だ
his
な。
annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. The
ドライ
lawsuit
バー
also mentions Nolan Cassidy and his unlawful surveillance around town. So Janus takes a helicopter trip once per year. I think we're onto something here, 47. 47? I think it would be beneficial to locate the unlawful surveillance mentioned in the lawsuit. Perhaps Nolan Cassidy's house would be a good place to
キャシ
start.
ディね。よし。ちょっとこの辺にシャベルの場所を知りませんかね。シャベル、シャベル、シャベルで穴掘れ。なんかそれっぽいのがあればいいんですけど。シャベルがないね。なんかそれっぽいのがあればいいんですけどね。こんな完全武装した人がこんなとこうろついてたらやべえわな、それ。シャベルがないぜ。まあ、どっかありそうだけどな。なんかこういう小屋とかにありそうだけど。ちょっと探してみようか。あるじゃん。よし。じゃあ早速掘りに行こう。この辺だった。あった。さて、何を埋めているんだい？
A cigar box with a few cigars and a note inside. Well, this is very interesting. The note indicates that the box was given to Janus by the Constant as per tradition, he writes. 47. This could mean the Constant and Janus meet up on a regular basis. Excellent find.
よし。素晴らしい銃を手に入れたからな。さてさて。よし。さて。まあ、銃持ってる状態だからあんまり大っぴらな真似はできないので。あ、人目が多いな。あっち側に行きたいんだけど、堂々と行っていいものなのか。よし。さささささ。
Thanks. Please stand back. I'll check it out.
Yes, yes.
ささささささ。よし。さささささ。OK。上に登るという手段がありますね。であと手がかりがそこに。なんか立ち話しかなんかしてんのかな。よいしょ。さささささささささ。さささささ。
looks like it's the most interesting thing he's ever covered.
Lucas has a snow novel. Whatever's attached to it. Something like that. See, my wife's reading it now. I can't get her to do anything around the house.
No, it's not a novel. I think it's a journal or a diary. He's one of the security people working
えーっと、
over at that old Russian guy's house. That's got to be something from the old man's archives.
If that's one of Janus's diaries, it might contain some important information about his past. Our past.
Or maybe something that can help us locate the constant.
内側にあるってね。さっさっさっさっさ。君が持ってるのかい？あ。ほんとに。ああ。ほら。寝てろ。
One of Janus's many diaries. He's apparently been the chairman of the Ark Society for years. He stepped down very recently, but is still attached to the society. Well, 47, this is valuable information.
よし。あ
Good
と
work,
は、
47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society. And we have an
Okay.
approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.
了解。さっさっさっさっさっさっさ。さて、伝説と、なんか、スパイマスターと言われたじいさんを仕留めに行こうじゃねえか。まあ、警護もたくさんいるみたいだからな。ここだね。中に入ったね。まずは。よし。あ、こちょこちょこちょこちょこちょこちょ。よし。さて。問答無用でここにいる奴ら全員仕留めてかかってやるからな、覚えておきなさい。いきますよ。これはスピーディー。これね。スピーディーにここを制圧して、さっさとトンズルするぜ。さて、右に一人、左に一人。よし。
Hit the deck! Right. I get it. No.
At last, the actions of the first constant catch up.
よし。
That feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus.
さて、脱出するか。
We are close now,
We know.
gentlemen. Both targets are dead. All mission objectives are completed. 47, once you've left Whittleton Creek, I will notify Providence of our discovery.
In the meantime, we'll go over the clues you found. Once we've located the constant, we'll make our final move.
You make it sound so easy.
まあ、入ってきたルートから出るのが良さそうだな。回るか。さっさっさっさっさっさっさ。ちょっと待ってね。あ、ちょっと待って。間違えた。 戻って、これ落として、これも落として、これも落として、よし。しまって、この辺の連中に顔を割れてるが、まあ大丈夫だ。サクッと脱出しよう。脱出ポイントが遠いせい。向側まで行った方がいいさそうだ。さっさっさっさっさっさ。よし。あとは脱出するだけだ。いやー、まあなんとかうまくいったんじゃねえか。よし。まあタクティカルで鍛えた力というものが。ミッションコンプリート。脱出だ。いやー、これはこれでいい、まあ大丈夫。目的を果たしたからね。だいぶ派手にドンパチはやったけど、目的を果たしたから。大事だから、そういうの。いや、これで本当に良かったのかな。とりあえずスーツオンリーだったけどさ。はい。はい。なるほど。まあいいでしょう。ターボール。ターボールがアンロックされましたよ。はい。はい。というわけで皆さんご視聴いただきましてありがとうございました。次回はこの続きからね、プレイしていきたいなと思います。ちょっとじゃあ、この次のね、ムービーを見てから終
The
わりに
Ark
したい。
Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, but it seems to me Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes, found something.
簡単に意外と見つかったな。
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Our choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
It's a long shot.
We'll take it.
かっこいい。はい。というわけで皆さんご視聴いただきましてありがとうございました。次回はこの続きから、プレイしていきたいと思います。楽しみにしててください。お疲れ様です。